Hello guys, happy Tuesday, happy Merry Christmas Eve today. I'm Annie, and today we're continuing Final Fantasy XIV. We're gonna do the final job quest story on my queue today, and then I think we're also gonna wrap up 4.3 as well today, because there has been one last quest in 4.3. The game kind of like trolled me a bit because prior to the last quest, they gave me the achievement and the cutscenes, and I immediately thought that the patch was over. But no, apparently there's one more quest to go, so we'll finish that afterwards. So yes, I do want to say thank you guys so much for the love and support, the shares, the likes, for helping me like with my current situation. I started a Ko-Fi goal to help me kind of raise funds for to help like with emergency move expenses. Thank you guys for being so awesome and generous. Thank you guys so much. We are more than halfway to my goal now, and just thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, things are coming together. We are looking at places. I probably will need to move out of state, and we were granted some additional time for us to kind of head out in the middle of February. So we have some more time, of course. Majority of my stuff's already packed already, as you can kind of see behind me there. Like, but yeah, again, thank you guys so much. Okay. What happened last time? There's that, and then we're gonna start the final job quest story today, and then wrap up MSQ. In terms of Toumeya here, we are back in our room actually, because in terms of the game, Toumeya has had a very busy couple of weeks, and we finished 4.3. We did the trial. We did have to face off against Tsukuyomi Yasuyu. And then Toumeya decided to kind of go through like a vacation, but unfortunately that really did not happen because we were thrust into more battles. A Rathlos battle, a whole Alliance raid series with more battles, the Royal City of Rabanastre, the Ritterana Lighthouse, the Orban Monastery, and then we were helping Soraban and Tatara to kind of regain balance to the Ruby Sea with the Four Lords series. We hopped on a boat, and then we checked up with Sid and friends, and we were thrust into a horrific fight for all battle for survival with the Omega raids. So now Toumeya is really tired, and we just want a break. However, yeah, Toumeya is very sleepy at the moment. But we still need to continue our Warrior of Light training after all. So we do need to get up, though, and start heading to Ishgard, much to the disapproval of our Warrior of Light here, who is really tired. She's not even wearing her makeup here. So yeah, she is not having it today. But okay. Fortunately, we gotta get back with our training then. But yeah, let's head to Ishgard. But first, have some cake. It is sublime. Alright, well, let's do free company. I want to set up the actions. We head out. But how's everyone doing today? Hope you all are having a wonderful Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve. Okay, let's head to Ishgard. Go say hi to one of our friends. That's Idleshire. I always get Ishgard and Idleshire mixed up here. Because I always hit this one. It's usually Idleshire, but foundation is Ishgard. Okay, Forgotten Night. It's been a while since we've been to Ishgard. We've mostly been in like Girabania and again Kugane like for the past couple of weeks already. I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited, but I'm also terrified just because the name of the quest title. Memories We Want. Zerurgu is looking grim and dark as ever. Grim dark. Again. Toumeya, fellow master of the dark arts, and yet that is one of the many faces you wear. Don't forget Pants Stealer, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard. Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants. Hero by any measure, who stood against Nidhogg on the steps of fate when others have failed. Hero who walks in light and fights for great causes. Knight who walks in darkness and fights for the forgotten. Contradiction, some might say. Rubbish I say, but you tell me, do you yet walk the path? As long as innocents suffer, I'll not forsake the abyss. I must forsake the abyss to serve the light, so be it. Okay, I need to think about this. I'll not forsake the abyss. I must forsake the abyss to serve the light, and so be it. I think generally if it wasn't like from what we know of the Dark Knight quest, like, Toumeya walks in the light, she's the warrior of light. Serve the light, serve Hydaelyn, to be it. We kind of seen from like last time, like our inner darkness was the abyss basically, and a whole lot of chaotic stuff happened there. I think we need to play our Warrior of Light card though. I was not aware that they were mutually exclusive, but you would know better than any. Oh well, friend. Huh. For the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid to think of the future. And when I do, I find myself excited, perhaps. Good for you. I don't expect it'll be easy. That's alright. I got Sid. Aw. As long as innocents suffer, I'll not forsake the abyss. I thought not. Then let us speak as comrades. Ishgard has seen much change in recent days, and many proclaim it to be the dawning of a new era of peace and prosperity. An enlightened age, yet as we both know, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadows. As dark nights, we must remain vigilant for injustice, and be ready to defend the weak and downtrodden, now more than ever. It's been a while since we patrolled the streets of our fair city, felt the cobbles beneath our boots and so forth. A tour from the top might be in order. Why don't we start at the last vigil? Okay. One more day of training, Toumeya. That'll be it. On the last vigil. been a while since we've been here. Just check up on everyone. In the Manor of Count, my Lord Archroyal's first instruction to the servants was to greet the greatest friend of House Rotamp as a member of the family. Honorroy left for Dragonhead, but I'll do my best to see the manor house does not fall into shambles. Now that my Lord Archroyal has assumed the mantle of Count, the mood of the manor has shifted somewhat. I do not mean for the worse, of course. When my lord seeks to succeed his father in word and deed, the demands of a new era necessarily dictate a new direction. Wheresoever the Count leads us, the servant of House Rotamp shall follow. Good for them. As you look on Fortem's manor, you but reflect upon your time in Ishgard, comrades whom you traveled, and those lost along the way. You seem distracted. Alright, you are a ward of House Fortem. Oh yeah, once upon a time. Not gonna say no longer. No, I suppose not. And Miss Thame, I swear I heard something in your pack break. What? Is that your soul crystal? What happened to the other half? Go down. Forgive me, it seems I was the one responsible. I do not know you, boy. Name yourself. Mist. Meast? I must say Mist. Mist, my lord. I'm no lord, and you're no Mist. Don't think I wouldn't know a bastard of the broom by sight. I have a power which I can use to help those in need. Alas, this power requires a tremendous quantity of ether. I thought to draw upon natural sources nearby, but in doing so, I stole a portion of that contained within the crystal. So you broke my soul crystal. Does this mean I'm no longer a Dark Knight? Forgive me, please forgive me. I'll return it to you, I promise. But I must first ask that you allow me to use a portion. Huh. Mist, was it? Who did you want to help? Anyone, everyone, look around you. It's not this world filled with sadness and despair. I can free but a single person from their burdens. He means well enough. Why don't we help him find someone in need and give him a chance to use his power? Oh, bloody brilliant. Let's believe the mysterious boy with the mysterious power who mysteriously stole a portion of Toumeya's soul crystal. What could possibly go wrong? Mysteriously. I kind of agree. Well, it's your crystal, Toumeya. Either we deal with the boy here and now, we go along with his plan. Since you're not reaching for your sword, gather it's the latter. Congratulations, boy, you get your wish. We're not like to find any poor unfortunate souls here. You're just to head to Foundation. And if we find no one suitable there, we are to return what you stole at once. Yes, my lord, thank you for placing your trust in me. I feel like this kid's gonna backstab us. Like, he already shattered my crystal. And yet, it is still here. It's still in one piece. More people in distress. Forgotten Night again. Really? Waiting the call from the lady until you pay what's owed to get not more from me and the boys. And my insurance is that the remaining funds will be delivered soon. Surely that is enough to convince you to resume work. Got a score of clients clamoring for me services. Clients willing to pay in full, in advance. I'd be fool to put you ahead of them. I understand that, I do. It's been an eternity since we brokered this arrangement. And many of the clients of whom you speak of have come to you. But recently, I know this to be true. It's one thing to aid the Scholasticate, milady. You've got to understand me position here. Bloody politics it is. No man can lift the chisel until we're paid in full. I'm sorry, but that's the way it's gotta be. Blessed evening to you. I beg your pardon, I did not notice you standing there. You may have overheard I'm funding the restoration of the statue of Saint Valorant. You may have guessed it's not going well on account of my insufficient funds and family's growing infamy. My cousin was Sir Ignacy de Listenat of the Heaven's Word. Served the Archbishop faithfully, together with his sworn brothers. Great goodly men who were complicit in terrible crimes. Ramerick and this warrior of light are to be believed. He was distraught when he learned the statue had been destroyed by the Dravanian. He took it upon himself to champion its restoration, but because of these tales, others are reluctant to involve themselves. I do not know nor care if Sir Ramerick speaks the truth. Ignace was my cousin and man of the Fury. I will honor him by completing his legacy. So once I believe, perhaps it is beyond me. Also, speaking of which, I just remembered, to the Dark Knight quests, there's also journal entries. So let's see. A statue, there's a woman named Mil. Gives you approach and learn that she is a cousin of. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on the job quest journals here more in depth. Found someone, did we? I knew it. I knew he would. I can help her, yes. Make it right. Have the power. But how can you help her? Let's not keep this poor woman waiting. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, give her money? Maybe? Like, I already have bad vibes about this. She the one you would help me help? This child, a friend of yours, when he stares at me, is somewhat... You wish to see her cousin again. I would love to see Ignace again, more than anything. I know I will not. He walks in Halone's house, I'm certain. Think of him. Think of his face, of his smile, of his laugh. Remember every moment you shared, every memory, and hold that image of him in your mind's eye. Go to a quiet place shared where no one will come. Wait for me there. This is really shitty as hell. I really don't understand what this is about. You seem so earnest. I'll trust you and do as you ask. Garden to the south of the tribunal, which we both found. Will you explain all to me when this is finished? Go with her. I will go to Sid and Rielle and bring them with me. You all understand what I can do. Why you must help. That's a promise. I got a bad feeling about this. They not say every day. What does this matter to accomplish? Alpha, you better, I feel like something bad's gonna happen, so please, you're not supposed to be here. Ah, your friend has arrived. He brought companions, I see. No, it can't be. Ignace, is it really you? Grace Aloni, you're alive. You're alive. Ow! My dear cousin, how it warms my heart to see you in good health. Pray you will forgive me for my lengthy absence. Don't be foolish. There is only joy to see you returned. Come, we must go to your father and mother at once. I will weep at the sight of you. I cannot. Better for them to mourn me as the son who gave his life in service to the Archbishop and its home. Birthday, you yet labor to see the statue of Saint Valerant restored, and I am grateful beyond measure. I'm undeserving of your praise, cousin. For all my efforts, the statue remains a shattered ruin. Seeing you here, so full of light and life, fills me with renewed conviction. See it through, I swear to you. If you've indeed done the things they say, then perhaps it will earn you a measure of forgiveness. Love you, cousin, now and ever. Look after my parents and yourself. I don't know how you did it, but thank you for bringing him back to me. You just know he is not safe here. Will you help him flee the city? Yeah, what is going on? She's right. Ishgard's no place for a man of the Heavens Word. Sneak him out of the city, the fewer the better. Meet us at Falcon's Nest after. We have much to discuss. Never forget this kindness. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Surely such a thing can't be possible. Where is everyone? There they are. Fear of being seen by the sentries, I bade the others go on ahead. Should hurry. The further they take Inase from Millie, the weaker he will become. They were not too late. Okay, my initial impressions of this, I'm kind of theorizing. I'm cooking at the moment, but I feel like this kid might be our darkness. What was it called? Esteem? The one we met in the first Dark Knight story arc. Rolling Abyss. I gotta trust this kid. Why haven't you guys said anything about this? God damn it, I should have known. I don't understand what happened to him. Depths of the abyss, a flame lingers. Forgive me, I should have known the magic would not sustain itself much longer. That what you see before you is Ignacy, what remains of it. Give the memories form, to breathe them full of life, and return them to their loved ones. As the memory fades, so does the magic. Aether, formless and free, that which I took to use Ignacy, and Millie, whole. So wait, did you just use the Abyss, like in replacement of the crystals, to summon the former member of the Heavens Word? Draw your sword, reclaim that which was lost, consume the Abyss with Soul Eater. Semichroma born of Millie's memories, and your soul crystal is Aether, which uses the magic. Faint flickering flame on the edge of hearing. The whisper speaks of secrets and sins and lies. Soul Eater. I have to look at my abilities again. It's been a while. Here we go. It's finished. Good. I have enough of this farce. Conjuring a simulacrum of bloody Knight of the Heavens Word in the middle of Ishgard. Fury, take me. You're full. We're lucky to be alive. Your soul crystal's restored then. Is it? Or not? We had an agreement, boy. Which returned that which you stole. Forgive me, forgive me. Return to you that which was used to give Ignacy life. As for the remainder, 4 more times. In my power to do this 4 more times. 4 more times, you shall be made whole. At my word. You shall be made whole. For a boy with such incredible power, you're remarkably helpless. Not only did you rob Toumeya of her Aether, imposed upon her to find your people in need. You want to do good? You want to be a hero? You want to help people? And why weren't you better prepared? I mean, Sid is on it. Like, he is asking the right questions. I'll never be a hero. I only wanted to help. Not death itself we fear, but the unfinished story. Promise of what could have been is enough to break a heart. And a woman. what could have been. Shattered pieces of a life will never come together again. A glimpse of their loved ones grants them the peace they deserve, then I must. It's your decision. You are the victim. Perhaps some good may come of this. In terms of the Dark Knight stuff, honestly, I do not think any good will come of this at all. Well, he's got my ether. I'm not about to let him out of my sight. And you'll continue to accompany me, and as a relief. I feel like we're kind of held hostage at this point by this kid. Not going anywhere, miss. Even Sid. He may look and act like a Chocobozar's, but he means well. Fine, fine. Only trying to put the fear of the gods into the little shite. By all means, go ahead and undermine my authority. Anyway, I'd rather not freeze to death out here in the snow. Let's return to Falcon's Nest and discuss what to do next. There's like so many thoughts in my head right now. What's gonna happen? So we have to help out four more people. And I'm probably assuming the final person we're gonna help is ourselves, maybe. The Warrior of Light. For the most part, I'm happy to go along with Sid's act. Every now and then, I have to remind him not to be so grim and dark. Hey, grimdark. I knew you would understand. How could you not? I do not trust you. That's what I needed, another child to look after. Am I a Dark Knight or a nursemaid? Even I don't know anymore. The times, they are ever-changing. Perhaps we Dark Knights must change with them. Long-held troops are become lies. Villains, heroes. I should be glad I was never had to deal with another hero again. No offense, of course. You're the exception that proves the rule. The righteous are all too why can't I talk today? All too uncompromising, and woe betide the man who offends their delicate sensibilities. Anything I say, you're too accommodating. It's your ether and soul crystal at stake. 4 times he swears. We shall hold him to it. Together. May as well get some rest or attend to other matters. These two can keep themselves company. Maybe I'll find somewhere to take a nap or a tavern to have a drink. I have not had a good rest in a long time. Uh, 63. The widow and her love. Sid is handling his new duties with characteristic aplomb. Oh, thank the gods, an adult. Rielle has been spending a lot of time with Mist, keeping him company and getting to know him and so forth. Not that there's much to know. He won't talk about his home or his past. Doesn't seem to have any interest or skills beyond conjuring elaborate illusions derived from the runes. So is Mist Naminé? And has similar powers like Naminé from Kingdom Hearts. We just need like a big castle, and then we'll be set. I have no idea how he does it either, and more importantly, I'm not even sure how we could take back the Aether he stole. We have no choice but to agree to his terms, unless you're content to carry half a soul crystal. I could hear you whispering, you know. Mist means well, and Toumeya and I are willing to help him. Why aren't you? Didn't say I was willing. I'm still here, aren't I? Right then, we found no suitable Found no one suitable for the boy's needs here. Rather than return to Ishgard, let's head to Tailfeather. Oops. Nice armor. Prisoner of the High Houses. Interesting. This has seen its share of sadness. Life here is not easy, but it's fulfilling all the same. That said, the hunters had no personal tales of profound tragedy to share. They did, however, tell me of an outsider recently brought here from Falcon's Nest. A prisoner, actually. A woman named Laudy. Used to atone for her crimes through hard labor, but the proctor has been zealous. He berates her constantly, and every day bears fresh bruises. Oh, time to kick someone's ass then. Ishgardian justice, I know it well. This woman is performing various chores for the hunters, and it should not be hard to find her. Come, let us look around. We finally gonna get some action, punish someone? Destination. This is the place, is it? Insolent child, you're not to speak unless spoken to. Is that clear? Yes, my lord, pray forgive my impudence. Is this, hold on. Don't play me for a fool. Your sins are beyond forgiveness. Sir Aymeric and his noble brethren may think you worthy of mercy, but I've seen your kind before. Swift death is more than you deserve. This is the same woman from the patch quests. Swift death is more than the bastard deserves. Imagine what she did to deserve that kind of treatment. Well, she kind of just kind of like fomenting like an uprising against Sir Aymeric and the people who were trying to make peace with the dragons back in the Heavensward patches. Oh yeah, she also drugged us and knocked us unconscious, by the way. There was also that. You know her, Toumeya. Mm-hmm. Seven Hells, she's the one that led the protest at Falcon's Nest. The one that nearly put an end to the peace conference. Poisoned you. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that explains a lot. So if you and all people can find it in your heart to forgive her, or at least forsake bloody revenge, it's hard to look at this and call it justice. Crimes were born of desperation and despair for the husband she lost. Perhaps if the two of them were to meet again. Oh boy. Don't be foolish. She knows he's dead. You'll only cause her pain. Yeah, exactly. Pain is all that's left to her, don't you see? How can they cry in the dark? How can they mourn their dead? What festers and spreads and corrupts them thoroughly. You've seen it. You have made it. Fine, fine. Do what you will. Conjure her husband. But do not come crying to me when she curses you for their kindness. Not give the hunters cause to turn their bows on us either. Rielle, take Mist into the woods and hide. Toumeya and I will free the girl. Rather, I will free the girl. She would know you at once and might misunderstand your intentions, not risk the commotion. For your part, no one is truly outside Halone's grace, do you think? Confront the proctor, make him see the errors of his ways. He's a good man, then he may yet repent of his wicked ways. If he refuses, then that's his choice to make. He will have to accept the consequences of his action. Doubly so if he bears steel, yes. The very sight of you fills me with murderous rage. See to your duties. I must needs cleanse myself of these impure thoughts through communion with nature. A spot of fishing is in order. Now's our chance. Not. It's getting really juicy. The pig mount does not help, but still. Also, I'm kind of thinking it over. I know that maybe Mist is, I theorize that Mist is part of is Toumeya's dark half, kind of like, maybe it's because, this is Toumeya's way of kind of processing the fact that she can't help everyone, and she's thinking of all these people who she'd want to help, but kind of feels powerless to. Because, we kind of heard that the soul crystal broke, but maybe the crystal broke and created this boy who might be her dark side. And her dark side would kind of be the one who is kind of like helping Toumeya kind of fulfill that dream of kind of helping these people that she could not help. Maybe. Again, I'm just cooking right now, but we'll see what happens. Because I know the Dark Knight quests are very, thought-provoking. Like, there's more to them than meets the eye, and we've seen this before. I'll read the journal again. Fate is ever the trickster. Pious and veritable proctor, narrating his charge. The woman who led the protests against the peace conference. Poisoned your drink. Was not very sporting at all. Your little Mist is moved by our plight, resolves to conjure your dead husband. You know she should know it's an illusion immediately. The bright side fails to you to deal with the proctor. Will Sid spirits away the prisoner. On the bright side, where we might have to kill them. Yeah, that's definitely a bright side right there. Who are you? Why do you disturb me? Leave that woman alone. Concerned adventurer who objects to my treatment of a criminal. If he only knew her sins, she would have been thrown into the witch drop. Alas, the Lord Speaker in his boundless wisdom and mercy demanded that we spare the woman's life. Rest assured I will see that her every waking moment is filled with many misery and scorn. Okay, you need to go. Presume to judge me, a man of the church. Not be cowed by your threats. We guide and protect me. Very guide and protect me. Here I go a murdering again. Well, another murder to cement the Warrior Light's crime spree. I mean, we are not clean either. Like, we have murdered lots of people ourselves. Like, we are not pure of conscience and but still. Not sure. Not sure we should be here. Oh boy. Be gone. We can't but watch and see what happens. Look, we brought them together. We have made her whole. Yeah, that phrasing right there is kind of giving me hints right there. We have made her whole. Because normally in that kind of situation, you would say, I have made her whole, because I feel like this boy is connected to us in some way. Let's see. How she smiles, how her eyes sparkle, how beautiful. It's happiness. Every night I dream of your face. I could have tried to stop you from going back to the front. I begged and screamed and cursed, but I didn't. I knew you'd listen. Even if you forgive me for it one day, I never would. The arrow may have missed my heart, but I've been dead for a long time. All this is just waiting. Would I tell you, Stace, if I could? And then you'd say, can't be stuck in the moment, Loudy. You had to go on. You had to forgive yourself. You had to let me go. I won't. I do hope you left to remember the man you were. The soldier, the husband. The only one who knows. My duty to hold on to that as long as I can. That's what I tell him if he were here, but he's not. Okay, so she does realize. Never come home to me, so please. Put an end to this. Whatever this witchcraft is. Yeah, she caught on. Meaquios, was this all you're doing? Technically. No, it was mine. Forgive me, I thought that. I really wanted to. I was wrong, I see that now. You have every right to be upset. Alright, boy, it is. Appreciate your kindness, even if it was misguided. To me, I blamed you for a lot of things. Hated you so much, because... I don't know. Because you came back and Stace didn't. Maybe because you weren't him. Say the war's over now. Never ends for people like you, does it? Nope. Doesn't. There's always the next battle. There's always something worth fighting for. I know what you are. I heard the stories as a child. Of the ones who neither shield nor sigil, champions of the weak and helpless, undeterred by the law of matter and God. Couldn't stop you any more than I could have stopped Stace from walking out the door that day. To fight, damn you. Fight if that's what you want. Just don't squander the time in between. There's never enough. Suppose I owe it to him to try and make the most of what I got left, too. So I will. Take care. Thank you. Okay, that ended, okay. That ended well. He's gone. Reclaim your ether, Toumeya. Forgive me, I was a fool. The abyss is yours, as it has ever been. Assume it. Proctor's punishments were nothing compared to her own guilt. They try to warn the boy. The aether flows in your soul crystal once more. The depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Heart knows naught but guilt. Seeks naught but forgiveness. Where are the penitent, for theirs is a compulsion of all-consuming. Is Toumeya guilty? Seeks not but forgiveness. If you want forgiveness, where the penitent? What does that mean? I gotta look that up. An attempt. Where penitent means feeling or showing sorrow or regret for having done wrong. A person who repents their sins and wrongdoings, seeks forgiveness. Okay. So, I'm assuming this means Toumeya's. Toumeya feels guilty. Theirs is a compulsion all-consuming. Okay. Forgive me, in the end. Could not make her whole. So much pain, so much loss, how it fills my heart and overflows. Maybe it is indeed beyond us. Maybe it's not our nature. Still got 3 chances, don't you? There's no need to be bloody melodramatic. At least not out here. Go back to Tailfeather. And another thing too, maybe I should start equating Meest with Toumeya, because your words did more for her than my illusion. You're a good person, so are you. Pray you both remember. Could this be another instance where Toumeya created this avatar, this person, to kind of reflect her own personal feelings about this? Because she did do that before. So whenever I read what he says, I should kind of equate that to what she thinks, maybe. This questline is really good. It really gets me like thinking a lot about this stuff. He knew it was false, yet still had the power over her. Can there be truth in the lie? Perhaps salvation as well. He found comfort in seeing the dead. I had so much to say to them. I don't know what I could say to her. On to the next, I would say, but Mist looks to be in no state to continue. Which means we'll be staying here for a time, taking the fresh country air, me and my little ones. For what it's worth, I think that woman is better for what she did, or at least as good as anyone can be after what she's been through. Okay, this is really interesting. I will take a break here. When we come back, we'll continue with this storyline. Like, I do know in terms of this storyline, there's more to what we see initially. So I'm really trying to, like, cook and kind of theorize, like, what is happening here. But, like, as I said before, like, I do have my theories of what's going on. But we'll continue on. So I'll be right back. Hello guys, we are back. Yeah, this has been really interesting so far. Especially with this particular job quest series and this job, the Dark Knight. Like, I really need to look beyond what we're initially seeing, because that's happened before. Like, there's like a more hidden meaning beyond what the Dark Knight questline really means. And I'm not sure if this is the same writer who did Shadowbringers and the first Dark Knight story, if it is. But yeah, so far, really interesting. Let's talk to everyone. Found comfort in seeing the dead. I had so much to say to them, but I don't know what I could say to her. Knew it was fake. False. I'd power over her. There'd be a truth in the lie. Oh no. I'm worried. I just realized something. I said earlier that I feel like one of the people we go through this job quest story is the Warrior of Light herself. Is Mist going to help us? Because we've kind of seen, like, for the past 2 examples already, his power is to bring back people from the dead and kind of have like their final... Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I am so scared. The orphans, a broken blade. Sid is about to make a suggestion he'll immediately regret. Toumeya, I imagine you'd like to get back to it, and so would I. Fortunately, Mist remains inconsolable. His failure with Laudy, such as it was, weighs on his mind. He's afraid of repeating the same mistake with others. So for lack of a better idea, I'm thinking it's time to pay another visit to those furry little shites in the churning mists. What? But why? I can't imagine Mist helping a Moogle. My master used to take me to places like Mogholm when the city became too much. Fresh air, the quiet, the isolation. And yes, I've not forgotten how the Moogles helped Rielle and me when we were moody and brooding. Though I'd argue that we reconciled in spite of their intervention, not because of it. Whatever you say, Sid, whatever you say. Sid knows he loves to see the Moogles. Don't worry, I haven't given up yet. How could I? You wouldn't. Temporary insanity. Sid has proposed you return to Mogholm. Only hopes the fresh air and quiet might cheer the boy. Alternatively, he may long to punch a Moogle in his furry little face. I'm so glad I read these, the journal entries. Good to see you again, Maggie. Hope you and your friends haven't been getting into too much trouble. Oh, you know Maggie. Double follows me whenever I go, Kupo. Right then, water under the bridge. No need for palms to be torn from heads and shoved down throats. Yet. Our Mist is taking in the sights, I believe. Why don't you join him? I don't know why they're so afraid of me. It's not as though I threatened to kill every last one of them and burn their village to cinders. Not recently, at least. He did do that. Into the Forelands. Up we go. Oh, right there. Wind in your hair, the sun in your face. Here you can immerse yourself in the beauty and the calm. Get the horrors. Almost. Far we come, you and I. The others, they hesitate. But you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. Take notice of how he's speaking. Like I kind of said it before, but he's talking like we're best friends. How far we come, you and I. The others, they hesitate. But you understand the obligation, the duty, the need for atonement. I think this is another phrase situation. What do you need to atone? Let's ask this. What happened to you? We have lost so much. So many friends and loved ones, so many moments. We could keep and preserve them, but we are left with anguish in the end. I also just realized he has silver blue hair. He's an Alizen. We lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We could keep and preserve them. We were left with anguish in the end. He looks like Horshavant. He looks like Horshavant. I feel like this is our darkness. Okay. We lost so much. So many friends and loved ones. So many moments. We thought we could keep and preserve them, but we were left with anguish in the end. Oh boy. He's not talking about himself. He's definitely not. I am stripped of even this bitter remainder. We let it, but I cannot. This pain, this sadness, it's mine to bear. Mine alone. This I understand now. Their grief will be mine, and in return I will give them peace. Who and when and where, that is the question. Even we have our limits. What did I lose? Everyone. No one. Everyone? No one. We've always been apart, have we not? Perhaps one day you'll understand, and you'll share my loathing and contempt. Forgive me, I've been away from the others for too long. Sid will be really worried. We must return to them at once. Sid upset? I'm not sure. I heard him grinding his teeth. Local, is this another one of your friends? You and Miss have time to talk. There you are. I trust Mist had ample time to reflect upon his mistake. I'm ready to resume my search for those that might help with my power. Difficult though it may be, I do not intend to give up. Glad to hear it. In that case, there's no need to remain here any longer. Say we leave this accursed place and never return. Don't be silly, Sid. I'd say we shall miss more of the churning mists. We did come all this way, you know. Come on, there's a place I'd like to show you. And wait just a goddamn minute. You can't go running off on your own like that and get eaten by a three-headed goo-goo. Rielle. Rielle. I'm on it. Bugger me with a bleeding... Ah, come on. I cannot have gone far. Watch out for belligerent Javanians and mischievous Mughals. Okay. Kind of like sum up my thoughts on this. I think that our dark side has manifested again and is using the power of our soul crystal to create a physical version of himself in the form of a young Urshafant. And this is just more of Toumeya's kind of inner grief and trying to process all the times that she couldn't properly like help these people. And I feel like eventually that we're going to reach a point where Toumeya eventually has to come to terms with the fact that she lost and couldn't slave Urshafant at the end. Again, do not confirm or deny. These are just my initial thoughts, but... Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm already a mess. Not the palm. Too young to Kupo. Sid, really? Damn it, Sid. What'd I say about harming Mughals? Damn it, Sid, get out of the way. I'm just doing this because I'm kind of stalling because I'm kind of afraid. That and I want to, I need a thumbnail for the YouTube video. That's it, get out of the way. Darn it. Okay, enough stalling. Don't give me that look. The little bastards didn't want their heads caved in. They should have tried to sneak up on me. Shouldn't have tried to sneak up on me. Besides, they're still alive. You have to give me credit for holding back. Anyway, I lost sight of the children. Not sure which way they went. I'll head north and circle back towards Asa. Head straight a ways there. We really need to teach Sid not to harm Mughals. Because he really hates them. No. Rielle tells me she has rather fond memories of this place. Okay. I've seen the look on Sid's face when the Mughals started singing and dancing. He was utterly speechless. Why were the Mughals singing and dancing again? It was dumb, really, but I guess you could say that Sid had become obsessed with trying to live up to his master's example. All for the wrong reasons. He lost family when he was younger than me. Zerapagni took care of him and Frey. Then they died too. So it's just the two of us now. He was angry and short-sighted, but now Well, I steal both of those things, but not as much as before. So that's progress, I suppose. Sid's master was very dear to him, wasn't he? Thank the gods, you shouldn't have run off like that. You wish to see him again, your master. Where's this coming from? What has Rielle been telling you? I mean, there's much I wish I could have asked him before he passed, but... Wait, no, don't you dare, you little shit. Oh boy. Sid, charming as ever, I see. Master. Must be Frey's successor, a worthy one, I have no doubt. My name is Epagne. It's an honor and pleasure to meet you, Toumeya. You did well to come so far on your own before meeting Sid. Together, you both grown so much, mind and body and soul, as Dark Knights and as true heroes. There was a time when I was hailed as a hero too. Your deeds meritorious in the defense of Ishgard, the name of the Fury. Brave and true trample knight I was, slayer of countless Javanians, commander beloved and respected by his men. They would follow me into the seventh hell. And indeed, that's where I led them. Time and time again, they would fall. And I would earn the accolades, and then they would give me more green boys with dreams of glory. Green boys with red blood spilled on white snow, again and again and again. Then one day I couldn't remember the first one's fate. Forgotten the face of the first boy who gave his life for me. That was the day I left the Temple Knights. I know that tale by heart, but not the tale of what came after. Why a goodly man with titles and wealth, a man who could have lived out his days in quiet comfort. Why that man chose instead to walk the path, and to once more accept 2 children into his care. You asked me that question long ago, and I told you that one day you would understand. When you were older, wiser, and stronger. Shall we put you to the proof, Sid? See if today is that day. You're always fond of your tests. Now, don't be cross. You're only yourself to blame. These are your memories, remember? Of course you do. The point is, deep down, you wanted this. While there's no substitute for the genuine article, you could do a lot worse. Do me this honor, all of you. One last dance with the dead. Show me the man you become, Sid, of the Obsidian Heart. Let's go. I think I got that in time. Alright, let's go. Best you could do, maybe this will help. Swore an oath, Sid, won't happen if you fail to uphold it. I got you, girl. Still hero, man. What else you got? You were saying? Darklands. Hey. Magnificent Toumeya. Ray would be proud. GG. Well done, Toumeya. Well done indeed. Frey would be proud to know that you carry on his legacy and mine. And Sid, my boy, my beloved boy, you nearly had me. Spare me your sympathy, you bloody shade. Lost, and that's the end of it. You kept Rielle and Toumeya out of harm's way, Sid. You did well. You need to shut up and take the compliment. You asked me once why I chose to walk the path. I chose to look after you and Frey. Even though deep down you already know. Since I lost, I owe you the answer from my lips. I was angry. Angry with the Temple Knights. Angry with myself. Angry with this twisted world where good men die for nothing. Seeking justice for my boys and forgiveness for my sins. Save lives and punish the wicked. For a time, that was enough. Nothing lasts forever, does it? A man ought to have a legacy. They held my boys as a Temple Knight. And you two were my second chance. I teach you everything I know, everything I learned from my mistakes. So you wouldn't have to make them. Send you out into the world to do great things, maybe. Maybe it would all balance out. That's all I have to say about that. You know what comes next, don't you? I suppose I ought to give you a word of advice before I disappear into a puff of smoke. I am your predecessor's master, after all. People like us will never know peace. Every moment brings us closer to death. Those of our enemies, our loved ones, our very own. Fear death is what keeps most men alive. Dread, desperation, that inevitable, to escape the inevitable, if only for a little bit longer. But we are not like most men, seeing what awaits us beyond the abyss. Tasted that despair, bathed in that oblivion. We've wept for rivers and are dead and cursed the gods for their cruelty. That is our sword and our strength. That is why you may one day stand above us all. May the gods have mercy on your soul. Take care, Sid. Be nicer to the girl. Try to be less of a choke bazaars. Oh, for the love of... Former Temple Knight saw in him and Freyed a chance to redeem himself. Countless young boys who fought and died under his command. A chance to create a lasting legacy and ensure that the world would be a better place. Having been in it, a chance for forgiveness. They weren't supposed to fight. It's in a bad way. I think Sir Apagni may have overdone it a bit. For an illusion that bastard hit awfully hard. Name your Aether so we can leave. I need to visit a healer. Hi Bond, happy holidays. How are you? Welcome in. As the Aether flows into your soul crystal once more, from the depths of the falling abyss, you hear a whisper. Okay. Now comes your part to cloak yourself in fiction, to breathe life into the dead. Give words to the voiceless. Mark well this moment, for she will learn from it. Okay, so it kind of seems like each time we absorb the Aether, the journal gives us more like kind of hints as to what Toumeya's thought process is. Waking up from a nap. Awesome. Breathe life into the dead. Book yourself in fiction. Okay. Good. Glad to see it all worked out in the end. As for you, Mist, I distinctly recall you telling me not to do that. Forgive me, had I known it would come to violence, Don't you dare start pouting. I'm annoyed, it's sore all over. It's nothing that won't heal with time. All that I ask is you promise not to do it again without warning or consent. Memories can be powerful and painful, in more ways than one. Yeah, always practice consent. Said he was right. Only myself to blame. I thought I could defeat him, I would have. I didn't think I had a chance, so I didn't. His injuries are worse than I thought. We should hurry back to Malcolm. For a moment I was certain he would fly into a fury. Could it be that he's grateful for the experience after all? And it was not in vain. Tired and broken through he may be, but he's nevertheless better for the pain. Time, we too may be. So as I go through this job quest series, I did say like several times that we're kind of like, there's like more to this story than what we're initially seeing on the surface. Because I kind of feel, I said this before, but I feel like this character, Mist, is kind of our inner feelings and regrets and frustrations and stuff, kind of taking a physical form. So these things that he says are what we're kind of echoing here. So I feel like this job quest story is more or less kind of the Warrior of Light's version of kind of like healing from the losses and all this stuff, but there's still hope. Redemption is not beyond us. And I also said it before that this kid looks like a very young Persephone. So I'm still a little nervous about this whole thing. Like, I definitely feel we're going to reach a point in this quest line where shit's going to hit the fan, and we're going to have to ultimately confront our ultimate regrets here afterwards. You'll recover, yes. Oh, Hale, but I'm afraid it's going to take a while. Muggles can probably help, though. Sid would have let them. Good luck convincing him. On the bright side, you can't blame us for it this time. I mean, that's true. Great reality is right. I'm gonna need some time to recover. Not fit for travel in my condition. Which means, oh, gods help me, I'm gonna have to stay with these furry little shits even longer. 2 more times, was it? 2 more times we'll be finished with this boys' crusade. Not soon enough. Toumeya, be a dear and punch a Moogle for me, would you? Okay, I will. Alright, come here, Moogle. I'm gonna punch you. By punch, I mean pet. I wasn't joking, by the way, about the Moogle punch. Oh my god, Sid, I love you so much. You never go home. Mist has been waiting for you for a long time. As you could see, Sid is yet to fully recover from his bout with Sir Agni. There's no telling how much more time will require. My quest will brook no delay. I must seek out another soul in need of succor without their assistance, so be it. Do you agree? I got this. Then we are of one mind. Literally, we are. Now then, where shall we begin our search? War is perhaps the greatest source of man's misery, much death and destruction. A battlefield, perhaps. The slaughter you bore witness to at Castormorians is precisely that which I speak. A tragedy which tore apart the lives of every man and woman at a time. My mind is made up, that's where we must go. If I had my way, I would never let you out of my sight. Again, if your soul crystal's at stake, I'm only here to help you reclaim your Aether. Think you can look after him by yourself, and by all means. Me, I think I've regained enough strength to make the journey back to Ishgard. When you're finished in Girabania, come and find us at the Forgotten Night. We are separating. I kinda don't like that. Mist cares for Saul in his own way. But you most of all, I think. We substitute Mist and Toumeya, Warrior of Light. You care for us all in your own way. Wait, what was that? I still feel better soon, Kupo. On the bright side, it doesn't seem nearly as grim and dark as I remember. Except when he's talking about punching Moogles. Don't get cocky, little bastards. A handful and a half. Castormorians. There you are. Castormorians, how it buzzes with life. So many brave soldiers resolve to do their duty no matter the cost. Have no doubt that there will be a cost, and will be most high. No man is beyond the reach of fate. Death will not be denied. Its place, it weighs on me. Anywhere but here I would search. Search the fringes for people in distress. Alan. His name is familiar. Alan. Was this Nephrit's friend? The person who we helped with the antidote? I did go back and do like a Realm Reborn stuff again with an alt, but I'm pretty sure this is the person we helped with the medicine. And also, I think this was the Griffin's double too, I think. Because I think they were the same person. Pretty sure it is. Come to share the fire. Stand to greet you, stranger. For my legs, my eyes. Oh, me is not what it once was. Mea. I know that name, that voice. My Roger, you're still alive. Face him. Face him. Who is this man on the verge of death? Is he your friend? Nay, nay, though I'm flattered you would think of me so. This woman made medicine for me long, long ago at the behest of Captain Nephrit. Yep. We were still in Quarry Mill. I kept it all to myself. Make a full recovery, but I couldn't. I had a dear friend, you see. I made a choice. And got better. Didn't. Ended up working for the Griffin. Did. The right-hand man, even. Like all the rest who went to the wall, he never came back. Yeah. The irony of it. I had been the one to outlive them all, only for a little while. I sit here and await the reckoning. They rot from the inside out. Husk of freedom. Husk of the freedom fighter I aspire to be. This is really sad. It's not the ending you deserve. I'll not allow it. The man he spoke of, the one whose life he chose to save at the cost of his own, that man is proof of his nobility. He were here. I wish to see him again, our dear friend. Odart, I more than anything. There's no point in praying for the impossible. Died with the rest, I'm sure of it. Oh, he was the Griffin's double. One of his top commanders besides. Kind boy you are. I'm grateful for the company in these twilight hours. There's no need to trouble yourself further. Time is nearly spent. Spend the remainder thinking of better days, Galleon, not dwelling on the deaths of me and mine. Strike me down, Odart. No, it can't be. Not more than a trick, an illusion, a lie. But even if it is a lie, hear me, Hodart. Favor to ask of you, one favor for a dying fool. Turn to the Reach, the Bloodstorm. Offer a prayer to our brothers there. I will, Galleon. At my word. We should talk outside. So sad. Will you go with Hodart? He has to make it. I have not left. Yes. I didn't know that he was, he did not fully recover from the antidote. Like, if we knew this, then could have, gotten more of it. I have to believe, I have to believe. Man sits alone, waiting to die. Alien, now I'm making refugee. When we once made medicine long ago, reveals he shared it with another. Knowing that the man lived, that he would not. He nearly died at Belsar's wall with his bad master and so many others. Made their choices, such as the consequences. I still cannot help but meddle. Conjures the simulacrum of Hodon to go confront the dying man. It's his dead friend. Go to Rocker's Reach, wait for their fallen brothers. Nephrid and Galleon were larger than life. I always wanted to meet you. Here we are. But I reckon this doesn't really count, does it? Well, I could go back and tell myself what a blind, bloody fool I was to place my trust in the Griffin. Maybe then Galleon wouldn't be dying alone. Listen, he hasn't got much time. We'll lead the way. Wilds between here and the Reach are too dangerous. As you can see, I'm unarmed. I'll not be any good to you in a fight. Nor will I fear. I'll have to rely solely on you for protection. No doubt you can keep us safe. You're the bleeding warrior of light after all. Let's be off. Oh boy. Darn it. I'm eating it. Strong as ever, eh? Strong even when you were that day, I reckon. You said that when the Griffin's men realized you were coming to stop them, they grew panicked and unsure. They take up arms against a woman hailed as the hero of Eorzea, a hero who had personally intervened in their lives for the better. Oh, I didn't know that. Some stood their ground and died there for it, I imagine, while others looked the other way and tried to find some more Imperials to kill. I wasn't foolish enough to try and fight you. I owed you better. Odar, speak to me. Fine, just got dizzy all of a sudden. You have to hurry. Do you hear me? I have to make it to the Reach. Alright, let's go. Odar has to stay strong. He has to remember what's at stake. Made a promise to Galleon. I'll not fail you, brother. Not be the distance. We haven't traveled far enough yet. Man's memories cannot outlive him. I told you, he hasn't got much time, and neither will I. Hold on as long as I can, but in the end, it's not up to me. We're really not making any footing here. Only weaken in pain. A man's memories cannot outlive him. Try his best to carry on, but it's not up to him. I will not allow it. He will endure. Will fulfill Gallen's wish. So close. Odar, you must go on. You must make Galleon whole. Remember, Odar. You think I know that? You saved my life. Now we all went and died for naught. All we ever wanted was to go home. Me wayward brothers, bereft of hearth and home. Beyond non-star flies, haven for the bull. The Almegan anthem. Heads and high in voices, hearts filled with pride of the churning waters, strong in unity. We can still go home. Even now, after everything we've done, we could still go home. Oh no. Didn't make it. Alan would not rise, began to shake him. It was so close. Should have made it. Should have made it. How cruel the gods tempt us with this promise of redemption. We did not fail. They failed us. They failed us. I. Give me, my failures are my own. I had my chance. I squandered it. Claim that which was yours. As aether flows into your soul crystal once more, in the depths of the fading abyss, you hear a whisper. Not finished. Not yet. Come and pray with me. Alright, what does the journal say? He is not the first, nor will she be the last to betray you. She will implore you to see reason, seek solace in the fiction. And when you refuse, she will have no recourse but one. As did I not, I did not. Be ready. She is not the first, nor will she be the last to betray you. I implore you to see reason. Seek solace in the fiction. When you refuse, she will have no recourse but one. I did not. Be ready. Yeah, I definitely think these are the thoughts of our dark side. Our inner thoughts. Here's where we pay respect for the dead. What good are prayers to the dead? They have not ears to listen, nor eyes to see or hearts to console. Naught remains of him, save fleeting recollections soon lost to time into the abyss. We're only left with pain, lingering sadness for names and faces consigned to oblivion. How are we to withstand this relentless onslaught which threatens to consume us? Is there no truth but this, that all men must die? Is this our world to suffer or to shape? The world is what we make of it. I by my sword, that is the truth. Which is the god's design. I don't think it's this. The world is what we make of it. Indeed, we're only bound by the god's law by choice. Not save everyone, can we? No. Sometimes it's all we can do to save ourselves. Does it even matter? What, if aught, have we wrought by our own hands? One last time, I gave you my word and I mean to keep it. Know this, every intervention has come at a cost, sacrifice. And I finished, naught will remain of me. But it does not have to be. For all our faults, for all our failures, we have made a difference. All the lives we've shattered, we make them come together again. Time and death are true enemies. Need hold no power over us. To make a place for you in my world, you need only ask. Go back to Ishgard, you must miss Sid and Rielle. I don't like where this is going. The dead are forever beyond our reach. We have no choice but to accept the inevitability that everyone we know and love will join time. Or do we? Distraught by his failure to seek Galleon's final wish fulfilled before his passing, Mist muses on the possibility of a world where time and death hold no power of us. A world you could share. We need only ask, but we know better. As much as that would be comforting, we can't do that. Like, we can't just, like, time and death, like, that's ultimate. Like, that's... Can't just put that aside. And just live, like, in a fantasy. Like... I forgot my... Okay, we'll take a break after this. Is everything alright, Toumeya? Oh, that's Rielle. Oh wow. May I pray your trip to Gurabania was productive. Sorry to hear that. I mean, I'm glad you reclaimed most of your ether. Wish the circumstances hadn't been so depressing. For Mist's sake, you'll have to see how he's feeling when he returns. Not as far as I'm aware, he has yet to return to Ishgard. He certainly isn't here, as you can see. Gods damn it, don't tell me he decided to run away. Just when I was beginning to trust the little bastard. No, I could still be wrong. He earned a little trust. A few days worth. No more. Okay, I'm expecting more pain after this. So I think we'll take a break here, and we'll come back. I am so afraid of what's going to happen afterwards. I have an idea of what's going to happen afterwards, and where we're going to go, but... I'll be right back. Hello guys, we are back. I am so dreading the what's gonna happen afterwards. Okay, this is the final quest here. So what do we got? A compromise. You knew from the first that there was only one way this could end. The game knew. The game freaking knew. You knew from the first that there was only one way this could end. Blackest Night creates a barrier around self for target party member. Consume dark arts instead of MP to execute Edge of Darkness. On south for target party member that absorbs damage totaling 25. Darkness starts when barrier is completely absorbed. Okay. God's damn it, Mist. We're gonna have to track him down and make him return the remainder of the Aether he stole from you, aren't we? I know where he is. I know where he is. He said that when this was finished, naught will remain of him. Bloody, vague, and ominous, to say the least. We just have to press him for answers when we find him. We saw him at Rauker's Reach in Girabania. We'll start there. I'm going too, and I won't take no for an answer. It's gotten better, but he's a long way from fully recovered. Besides, you'll need someone else to help you do the talking. Sid's no good at it. Well... Rauker's Reach. What's that? You're looking for that boy too, are you? Watching some birds late the other night when I heard someone skulking about behind me. Forgive me, I heard him saying, where he runs off and disappears into the dark. And I realize it's quiet, too quiet. Dipping birds make noise, and mine ain't, because they're dead. Every last one of them. No wounds or any other obvious marks, but there they lay, and the life was sucked right out of them. I don't know how or why he did it, but there's no denying he did. The man recommends. If you find him, bring him to me. Wait, what? Hold on, let me go back to that. Heard someone skulking about. Forgive me. I heard him saying before he runs off and disappears into the dark. And I realize it's quiet. Dipping birds make noise, and mine ain't. Because they're dead. Every last one of them. So Mist killed the chocobos. As he was walking by, he was absorbing their aether and just killed them. What the hell? Ah yes, I remember the long-haired boy. Very curious, and many questions about the nature of Aether. He conversed with one of the Adder conjurers for a time. I know now what they discussed. From his expression, I gathered it was important. Okay. Looking for a young boy with long blue hair, he said. Reckon I would remember someone like that if they were to come this way, and I don't. Look with the fellow before me during changing of the guard, as we do. I made no mention of anyone matching that description either. I have a bad feeling about this. I hope Mist hasn't done something dumb. Inspector returns. Tell us, what have you learned not to Mist's whereabouts? I think conversing with a conjurer and possibly killing chocobos. Not sure what to make of that, but we can be sure he stayed here for a time. Perhaps no longer. We learned but moments ago here that a boy marching Mist's description was seen leaving the Reach. He is for the peaks, and so are we. Okay. So it seems like we're not going to stay in Ishgard. Because my initial thoughts was we were going to go back to the vault. Apparently not. They're dead. They're just dead. The chocobos in the story you heard. No visible injuries, no bleeding. As Rielle says, these beasts died for no discernible reason. It's like the chocobos that Man in the Reach claims Mist somehow killed. But it doesn't add up. Other than his singular magic, Mist was utterly helpless, unless... Was he always capable of this? We know the answer already. He stole your ether when we first met. Even if he could do that, even if he did do it, why? We'll ask him when we find him. This time, he'll let me do the talking. Search the east. Rielle and I will head south. We'll meet in between if we find naught. If we do, either you will come to our aid or we to yours. We're gonna fight that kid, aren't we? I have been looking for this mark. Because there was a hunt mark with this guy, and I always had trouble trying to find him, but here he is. I don't have the hunt bill for it, but still. Oh yeah, I also got the Ixion mount from the Wondrous Tales. Alright. As you survey your surroundings, you observe naught of the ordinary. But on the edge of hearing, you hear a whisper to the southwest. Wrong way, wrong way. He'll kill Sid and Rielle if we don't hurry. Oh shit. No way. Oh no. It's this bitch. Oh boy. Mother. Seven hells, I hate being right. On your guard, Mist has shown his true colors. The aether of whoever else he took from those beasts, giving him tremendous strength. Contrary to his earlier warnings, conjuring another simulacrum wasn't the end of him, and all the wonderful people he had to pluck from our memories. He chose Rielle's mother. He knows why we're here, and this is his answer. He summoned this monster that he haunts Rielle in her dreams and sends her screaming from her bed. Give me Sid, but you gave me no choice. Say your name, your real name. Shall you ask you the same? Who holds the reins, though it matters not? We're complicit, you and I. Can you ever remember why you came here? Can you remember how many you killed, how many lives shattered, how many stories ended? On the surface of the crystal are carved the sins of dark nights past and yours beyond counting. beyond fathoming without end. Justice is an excuse, nobility is an line, murder is murder. They were most definitely without fault. Isn't this cruel and different world that we have murders of all of us? We not suffer no longer. I sought to make these broken souls whole, one by one, when in truth the solution was much more simple. A world beyond pain and suffering and anguish and despair. A world beyond death. A world in which we never need bid farewell to our dearest friends. How many beasts do you need to kill to make this world of yours? How much aether will you consume to see it through? But a self-righteous sophistry from a mewling whelp. So your brilliant plan is to fill the world with simulacrum of the dead, is it? Somehow that's supposed to make everyone happy? Oh, you're right. You're right about one thing. Grant you that. This world's brutal, uncaring, without logic or justice. No justice. That which we make for ourselves. I'll be damned if I give it up so you could force your illusions upon us all too. Such your guilt. You do not find comfort in your reunion with your master. Even though you knew it was a lie, it did not help you unburden your soul. Find a measure of peace in this madness. I'm not your enemy, not then and now. I will not fight you. All I ask is you lead me to my duty. Never too late to turn back. You're still a good person. You could still be a good person. This is your answer. Maybe you cannot accept what needs to be done, but I can. Goodbye. Ours is the greatest lie of all. We must have to end it. Okay, your HP is going down. Hollow Temple not... wait. Oh. That was too easy. That was too easy. Oh, fuck you. No. Oh, no, no, wrong person. Stop it. All the people we, killed. So many broken by this world, and then by you. So many. Woe betide the man who stands oppressed to the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin, and all that he holds dear. Woe betide the man who stands with the weapon of light, for death will be his reward. Death for him and his kin, for all that he holds dear. So anyone who stands with the warrior of light deserves death. Sands through the hourglass. Everything we fight for desperately, protect, slips through our fingers. What remains? What remains? Is us, only us, and the memory of our sin. To walk this path is to suffer, sacrifice. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. It's demands no less. Honestly, at this point, Tired of this charade. Serve, say, seems plenty, but regrets not. If she wouldn't listen to me, the embodiment of good sense and pragmatism, and what hope could you possibly have? A house divided cannot stand, you know. This childish rebellion ends now. Yep. What in the 7 houses this? Hi, Frey. A compromise, I suppose. Our dear friend here refused to let me take the reins. I wasn't about to stand idly by while that imbecile tries to do whatever it is he was trying to do. Hi, Frey. No hard feelings about Whitebrim, eh? Promise not to stab you in the back. Be just like old times. Dark Knight needs a sword. Take mine. This is wrong. This is all wrong. I offer you peace, restitution, a chance to make amends. Do not think you're above it all. Do not think that a reckoning will be postponed indefinitely. Heaven's Word, the Warriors of Darkness. When it comes, I shall welcome it with open arms. Today will not be that day, and you will not be the judge. Okay, was this actually Frey, or is this our darkness? Remember every face there, watching and waiting. You deal with the dross, then the boy. Simple plan. Okay, let's go. In the faces of your victims, they are legion. Ring of the Bull. Yeah, it's the Warriors of Darkness and Heaven's Word. On the throne of bone she waits. Very revered. Oh, very revered Arch Zephyrin. No shield will defend you from... Oh, fuck off. Stay down. Chorus falls silent in the abyss. Soul Eater, make us whole. Reckoning will not be. Okay, I do have thoughts after this. Forgive me. I ask, I beg, I pray, but it never comes. Again, they go to join the multitude of the black oblivion of the abyss. Such is our lot, such is the fate of all who are born and suffer to die. Do not seek forgiveness, which is not the ease of burden. It weighs as it should. But what of the lost? Did they not deserve to live again? They do. Oh, they do, in our hearts and our souls and our memories. No one likes having to say goodbye, but it's part of life. That's what makes the time we share so precious. Exactly. I'm obsessed over the mistakes of the past, or you lose sight of the future. People still with us. Needs us more than ever. The greatest strength is born in the flame of the abyss. Listen to my voice. Listen to our heartbeat. Listen. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Thank you. That is all I ever wanted. This is it. One last parting and final farewell after a fashion. In your darkest hour, in the blackest night, think of me. And I will be with you, always. For where else can I go? Who else could I love but you? You. Alright, So it goes, if you will not forsake me, of course you will not forsake him. For neither can I. He's a fool, but he's our little fool. The little girl who wanted to make this cruel, twisted world a better place. Beautiful as it is, she's gonna get us killed one of these days. What can I say? I love her and I forgive her. Every life we took, the death that weighs upon our soul, we make amends for it, for all his. An end is sure it, goddamn it. I could end it. Now's the time. You need me. You need me. Okay, so Frey was our inner darkness. Like, Frey was our reflection, our inner self of the Abyss, who helped us out here. Our esteem, basically, who was the one shouting out in the journal right here, the one who says, "You need me." But my question is, like, where did Mist come from, though? I'm still, like, a little bit confused about that aspect. Okay, let's go back to Ishgard. I feel like I'll understand it better, like, if I watch, like, a deep dive into, like, the Dark Knight quest for Stormblood on YouTube, maybe, to kind of, like, understand it a bit. Because mainly, like, the main thing is, like, where did Mist come from, though? Like, from us, right? Or they didn't really elaborate that Mist was our thoughts. Or I'm probably just too dumb to kind of put two and two together, but... Like, Mist was our Aether, so he probably was a part of us. Well, let's see. Ah, welcome back. Welcome home. Forgive us for returning to Ishgard ahead of you, I hope. I needed some time to think on everything that's happened in Girabania. I won't pretend to know everything you've been through in your life. I can truly never understand what's in another's heart. Probably not their own, for that matter. I'm just rambling at this point, but what I'm trying to say is I'm grateful for everything you've done for me and Rielle. I like you. I respect you. I'll always be here for you if you need me. Fellow walkers of this path, after all, friends I'd like to think. Of course. I've been wondering, Mist appeared at the same time the Soul Crystal cracked. What happened first? Why then and there? Damned if I know. Does anyone truly understand how Soul Crystals work? What matters is that the Crystal and Toumeya have been made whole. I don't know if I like that they're going to leave that plot point out, though. That said, a heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness to consume. Few hearts have bled as much as hers. Speaking of bleeding, I think your wounds have reopened. If you had said, it would be much easier for me to attend to them. You should get some rest too, Toumeya. Not all wounds are so obvious. Out of the mouths of babes and sucklings, praise Halone. She's right. No need to overdo it by running off into the next battle just yet. You must put one foot in front of the other. Why don't you go back to where this whole damn mess began? Maybe you'll have an epiphany. Turn to where it all began. Ul'dah, maybe? No, it's not Ul'dah. Oh, where it started. I'm dumb. Because yeah, we started in Ul'dah, but I don't think they're gonna make us go all the way back there. Last vigil. What troubles you, Mr. Saquios? Artorwell? Oh, continent. But of course, 'tis bitterly cold this day, and in times like these, one should be warming themselves by the fire. That's what Horshaphant said. Not a day goes by without your name be spoken, you know. Soldiers and merchants often bring us news of your latest exploits. That said, to hear it from the hero herself would be much preferable. But there will be no expectation for were you to call on us. Pleasure of your company alone will be more than enough. Rare though I expected it'll be the days to come, your destiny was never to remain here, was it? Though part of me wishes that you would. Forgive me, I find myself growing more and more sentimental in my old age. In working on my memoirs, I have little to reflect on the darker chapters of my life. Horshaphant lived his life to the fullest. His story is preserved for generations to come, then I should be glad of it. You always have a place here, Toumeya, for you are a family. Now go. Not let me keep you from your labors. The world waits for none, not even you. Thank you, Dad. Hear a whisper and film through the wind. Blackest night. Shadowbringers. Main scenario quest, Shadowbringers. Role quest to have loved and lost. Sad. Dark days, nights. The symbol indicates the dark arts effect has been granted. Occurs when the barrier applied by the action, the Blackest Night, has absorbed the full amount of damage. Blood of Darkness and Edge of Darkness can be performed by consuming dark arts instead of MP when the effect is active. Okay. I'm honestly a little surprised, and they didn't really go into the explanation of where Mist came from. I'm still kind of processing at the moment, but I'm still a little, I wouldn't say disappointed, but a little underwhelmed at the fact that they didn't really capitalize during the job quest part, where I was kind of expecting us to kind of like go back to the vault and face off against, or for Mist to kind of help us by creating a simulacrum of Horshaphant and kind of hear what he would say, but I was kind of really expecting to see Horshaphant again during this whole quest, but we didn't. Except just one mention from his father. I don't know, it was interesting. Job quest was really good. It's nice that we kind of touched on more of the dark aspects of what happened, but I don't know. Like, the story was good overall, but I kind of feel like there would have been something a little more to it. Okay, let's see. Let's equip this stuff. See what we got. Also, it's really dark here, so let's go inside. And it just kind of seemed that Mist was not like a younger version of Horshaphant. Sword is pretty nice, but I feel at this point it's kind of too late really to kind of upgrade this stuff from Eureka. I don't know, it's okay, I guess. Antiquated Calite Bulg. Rest. Oh, no. Alright, alright. Hello. Honestly, I was just expecting more horse chiffon, really. But let's go back to Mardona. Though I feel like maybe they'll address that more in the main story quests, not particularly the job quest per se, but considering like that was like a really main story point in the MSQ, I feel like they would kind of leave that to MSQ, I guess. All right. I'm going to take this moment here, and we are going to, I'm actually going to take another break here, because I do want to get some more food and kind of eat up a bit. I am feeling a little, ish, but when we come back, we'll do the final quest of 4.3, and we'll wrap up MSQ for today. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be right back. I will run ads. Hello everyone, we are back. Alright. Yeah, I feel like I need to go back and watch kind of like the job quest all over again for the Dark Knight. Kind of like understand it and understand like some of the plot points. If there's like a better explanation of some of the stuff we've gone through. But no rest for the weary for the warrior flight. Let's check up on our friends in Mardona here. You worry for your grandfather. Starts to long for Homei's company. We'll purchase passage on the next ship bound for the Far East and stop him if I tried. I mean, he does have Aner, but that's probably not a good thing. Hi, Aner. Yep, you're still your mind is still in naughty places. We're in the path of danger. As a fellow scion, I shall render whatever aid I can to ensure his safe return. Half the size of my courageous brother, 'twould seem Alphinaud's bravery looms twice as large. Even Hori might hesitate before embarking alone in the heart of the Empire. So yeah, a lot of stuff has happened the past couple of weeks. So we, in 4.3, we were, God, so much happened. We were still in custody of Suyu, but then that ass hat Asahi, aka Kevin, he kind of triggered Yatsuru's horrible memories of her parents by bringing her actual parents back to torment her, and that in turn kind of got her memories back. And then with Asahi's help and crystals, he turned her into a primal after she regained all of her memories, and we had to strike her down, Tsukuyomi, but ultimately all of the vengeance that she saved was for her brother. She killed him. And then Alphinaud decided to go to Garlemald with Maximus, some of the... what are they called again? It's a faction of Garleans who were kind of opposing like the overall fascism of the Empire. Like I forgot what they were called. And while that was happening, we kind of learned that Xenos was kind of pulling the strings too for Asahi. So we learned Xenos was up to that. And we also went back to Rocker's Reach with Lise and Thancred. And we went back to Xenos' grave to find out if there was a body, but there was no body there. And so we were wondering then what the heck happened to the body. And we also got glimpses of an Alazan who was one patrolling around Rocker's Reach. And he was putting together a machine to fly possibly to the capital. And I kind of surmised that that was the soul of Xenos. And then we had some more cutscenes with Varus, the Emperor, and who was speaking to Xenos, but I've kind of theorized that the person there was Elidibus, the Asian. And then we got the achievement. Apparently the patch ended 4.3, but apparently not, because this is the final quest for 4.3, which I didn't have time to do because I thought the patch was over. And then we all know what happened after that. Toumeya decided to stay in Kugane, have a vacation to herself, but we had a Rathlos hunt. We did more Eureka. We explored Eureka Pagos. We got thrust in with Garlean Theater Group, with the Alliance raids, the Royal City of Rabanastre, the Ridorana Lighthouse, the Orburn Monastery. We also helped Soroban restore balance to the Ruby Sea with the Four Lords quests. We hopped on a boat. We went to Rocker's Reach again, and we helped Sid, and we got thrust into a series of trials with the Omega raids. We did more, hold on. Yeah, we did the Omega raids, and now we came back home. Toumeya's tired and exhausted, and we just wrapped up the Dark Knight quests. And even more of Toumeya's Aether is... yeah, Toumeya is busy, so let's talk to everyone. Y'shtola. Alphinaud will need all of his wits at least to survive his visit to Garlemald. We know what precious little about life in the Imperial capital. Alright, Alisaie. Talk to you. Emissary of the Dawn. Lots of Alphinaud's plight weighing heavily on her mind. Alisaie might welcome some company. Been an eventful few weeks, hasn't it? Suppose all we can do now is wait for word from Alphinaud. It's been a few weeks, according to my Warrior of Light lore. I don't recall the last time I had nothing pressing to be getting on with. Should probably make the most of it, while I put on some tea. Tea would be lovely. You may regale me with the tale of your adventures in the Far East, and your encounter with this new primal especially. I'll put the kettle on then. The table looks free if you like to take a seat. Alright. Let's get back to it. Alright. I'll take care of the tea. You claim us a table. Pronounced Tsukuyomi, correct? A figure from Far Eastern mythology, no doubt. Upon sitting at the table, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh boy. Recommend you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright. Let's go. Interesting. So Tsukuyomi was summoned in much the same manner as Susano, via the medium of a sacred relic. That's right, they believe their gods, or kami, reside in physical objects. Given the danger they represent, it may behoove us to begin a catalog of such relics. If we are to contain the threat, we will require a better understanding of the summoning method itself. I believe I shall pay a visit to Domat, learn what I can of the subject. Fine idea. And I know for a fact that our friends in Doma would be grateful for any information which could help to prevent further summoning in the region. I'll pen you a letter of introduction. Lord Heian will wish to welcome a resident expert on aetherology. Anchorhead. Greetings. Could it be that I'm in time for tea? Certainly, it looks that way. Come, sit down and tell us how your investigations went. After you left, I went about questioning Bloodhouse gravekeepers. They all told me so much of the same story. Once Lee sent her officer to confirm Xenos is dead, his corpse was interred under strict supervision. There needs to be little reason to doubt the testimony on that point. When I mentioned the defacement of Xeno's grave, accounts grew rather more vague. None reported having seen any suspicious persons in the vicinity, and all assumed to act have been actuated by a vengeful Alamegan. None reported having seen suspicious persons in the vicinity, agitated by vengeful Alamegan. Critically, however, I was able to confirm that with the offering, ending scroll was removed, as per Lee's instruction. No one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, 'tis like the corpse had already been missing. Assuming Xenos had not been, in fact, risen from the dead, we're left with two possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims of an extremely committed impostor, or an Asian had taken up residence within it. Asahi was a fervent devotee, as you believe. He would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. You must assume that we are dealing with an Asian and proceed accordingly. Agreed. The question is, how many more such monsters are waiting for Alphinaud and Garlemald? The presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he did not underestimate the extent of the infestation. Are we going to see what happens to Alphinaud? Meanwhile, on the Imperial Hypersonic Assault Craft, I don't know Roman numerals. Master Alphinaud, we're making good speed towards our destination. Not a miss. Nay, 'tis just, see not from my cabin, was curious to know the land which over we flew. Great our military craft are built with little thought for such nicety. Happy to indulge your curiosity, however. Presently passing over the burn of the western edge of Othard. Even with the benefit of a porthole, your gaze would have been greeted by naught but moms upon moms of lifeless earth. I read something of the burn, described as a desolate wasteland, let drive every drop of ether. It was believed that a succession of icon summonings was responsible. Emperor Solus first came to Othard and beheld this blight, he said, have reeled at the scale of the devastation, declared icons a threat to our very star's existence, and issued an empire-wide decree ordering the eradication of such entities. Uh-oh. Report. We're under attack. Magitech armor. No visible designation. Magitech, but who? Uh-oh. All cannons, return fire. Damage report. The main reactor's been hit. Helm unresponsive. We're going down, sir. Oh boy. Damn it, they knew exactly where to hit us. All hands, brace for impact. Glad to have you back, Master Alphinaud. We've landed in one piece, more or less. Air filtration system is damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. We must gather the survivors and get out what we can. Who attacked them? Aye aye. Immense battle for Emissary of the Dawn. There's a battle. We're controlling Alpha Node. We'll fight as Alpha Node. Master Alpha Node, I ask you to search for survivors. Each of your injured helmsmen. Oh, that's new. Hey, we're Alpha Node. Can I do emotes? Aw, I can't. Okay, what do we got? In Ruin. Psychic. Affected damage with potency of 3600. Okay, so this was the attack that he recently just learned. Roleplay. Wow. Search for survivors. That's interesting. This is the first time we're ever playing as someone else who's not the Warrior of Light. In the order of the hotbar assigned action. I think I see anyone here, but... Oh. Destroy the airship wreckage. Oh. Revive the wounded soldier. My thanks, I don't think I would have made it. Very likely saved his life. Question is who would try to take it. It remains, however. The prince was wished none of them left alive. The prince. Xenos. Did not come to parley. Ready your weapons. Hostile stranger. Oh. Bunky. Thank you, Bunky. Good job. Oh boy. I'm founded. Not here. Not like this. Ooh. In the Emperor's name. Enemies of our enemies. Introductions can wait. You are calm in a crisis, Master Alphino. Let us finish this then. Alright. They've not come to parley, I fear. Ready your weapons. Stormblood. Next up, man is a fiend, cross-formation, declare restraints. Damn it. Good job. My thanks, boy. Judging from those moves, these appear to be like former Garlands. They're doing that gunblade trick. My thanks. Your intervention proved most timely. Well, I did not think to make an Eorzean in this place, let alone a Scion. You know of me, sir. I have some small history with your order. Who is this? would speak of the prison. Know you your assailants, severity of your predicament. Soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. I could venture a guess as to their motive, but you have us yet at a disadvantage, sir. Will you not tell us who you are? Your names are not yours for the asking. And as for our purpose, let this be your answer. An Asian mask. Face of our prey. So they're after Asian. Must away before more arrive. Come with us or stay, but make your choice now. Even so, we should manage the long trek out of the Brum and secure passage to the capital. We would no doubt be greeted by the Emperor's Guard. Indeed, we'll accept your gracious offer. Shadowhunter will suffice for the present. Okay, Shadowhunter. Come. Oh wow, he has like a lot of Asian masks. Look, this is intolerable, but as much as I wish it were otherwise, there's nothing we can do for Alpha Nuno but pray for his success. That's not entirely true. While your brother journeys to Garlemald from the east, I could make my way there from Alamigo and find out what there is to be learned in the Empire's western provinces. I'm coming with you, and where I'll sit here sipping tea if there's action to be taken. Forgive me, Alice, but the provinces are hostile territory. Stealth is all important. Safer that I go alone. I can sneak well enough when the situation demands it. Don't patronize me. I mean, can you though? The last time you tried to be sneaky, though, they shot a poisoned arrow into you. So I don't know, like, how stealthy you are. To leave this to Thancred. I'll go with him. How exactly would that be any better? I'm the freaking Warrior of Light. Remember that? You must refuse your company as well, my friend. Formidable though you are, the success of my mission depends on moving unnoticed. Lest you forget, you've grown rather famous. I trust you understand. I mean, that's also true. Fine, just promise you'll be careful. Okay. Well, I best put on my best skulking boots. There'll be no room for mistakes once I've crossed the border from Alamigo. Alize and her brother bicker as all siblings do, but she worries for him nonetheless. It'd be a kindness if you were to visit from time to time. Distract her from her cares. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, Aner. Seems that praying is to be the extent of my contribution after all. I will stay behind as Eben bid. We all have our talents. Mine just happens to involve a silver tongue and a soft soles. Promise to send word the moment I learned aught of consequence. Today you notify me too. I mean to depart for Doma as soon as I find a suitable East Aldenar vessel to bear me thither. I shall return if I'm needed. Sure to drop in whenever you're next in the area, Toumeya. With any luck, I have a painfully detailed report from Alphanu to share. Emissary from the Dawn. Learn the emote Ponder. And that is 4.3. The lighting here is really bad. Kind of giving us the side eye. All right. So it looks like there's gonna be a new adventure after this, and so I think we'll take this time to wrap up here, and then we'll come back, and we'll start 4.4 tomorrow. But thank you guys, as always, for hanging out, lurking, following, all that good stuff. We will come right back and see to Alizé. And we'll come back tomorrow, same time, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, and start 4.4 for Stormblood. Socials. Ko-Fi, YouTube. Discord. Alright. Yeah. We'll be right back tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your wonderful Christmas Eve. I'll be back tomorrow on Christmas if you would like to hang out. And yeah. Take care, everyone. Take care. Bye.